So, Tom, obviously you've been
and
off for the whole
welcome to
week.
Cure Our
How
Souls,
have you
a
been?
comedy
You enjoyed your
podcast
time
where
off?
we talk about
Yeah, it's been good,
ridiculous
man.
news stories, crazy
me and Dan
hypothetical
spent a lot more
situations, the
time
annoyances of
together,
everyday
which
life,
probably
and
shouldn't
everything in between.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Dread to think the conversations you two had.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! That's
Here's the thing. It came up more than once, and it'd be good to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
So, obviously, in a previous episode, Dan mentioned about, fuck the pandas. What did he do? He did ask the question, obviously, if pandas just aren't breeding and people need to, inseminate the pandas, who's wanking the pandas?
somebody must be wanking pandas off. Do you see it?
Point.
I mean, I don't look at the jobs in zoology, but do you think it's a title? Panda wanker.
I don't think
or is it general wanking? Do you think someone is employed to just go around and just wank off different animals?
I mean, surely, would it depend on species?
Do you reckon they dress up as pandas to get the male pandas going?
That's what you
the
said, didn't you?
You think,
They've got to put on like
little, I don't know, like little cheerleader outfits or something around their panda
like a
bodies.
Bikini.
Panda cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Or like a
Like
panda.
a slutty panda.
Yeah, slutty panda.
Slutty panda nurse. Oh no, not the little puppets. I don't need to see that. Can you imagine Sooty and Sweet wanking off pandas?
You were thinking about Sooty and Sweet wanking you off then.
Sweet and sweep. Oh my god.
We're already having a very
years.
we're already having a very interesting conversation. I don't need you to fucking throw that in there. You're the weirdo here, not me.
You're there thinking about having a threesome with Sooty and Sweet, with Sue watching.
Big Bird from Sesame Street.
He'd be in the corner wanking himself off, wouldn't he? Like with an apple in his mouth and a little tourniquet around his neck and a bit of a choke wank.
Danger wank, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Danger
What
wank
the fuck?
when you shout mum before you finish.
In an alarming tone as well, so she rushes up the stairs quicker.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, interesting question. Yeah, panda wankers.
Yeah. I don't think they'd use officially the word wanker, just be like probably something on the lines of like panda inseminator or something. But yeah, like I imagine they'd just stand there just like with a cup. Just
Panda sperm collector?
maybe, but that's still a bit too edgy. You can't advertise that on Indeed, can you?
Panda masseuse. Panda
But you
penile
reckon-
masseuse.
Do you reckon they'd just advertise for like, oh, we need someone to look after the pandas, and then when they accept the job, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, in your job description,
It's
you
like that
need
fine
to.
print shit.
Yeah.
Here's a furry glove and a little pot.
what's
It's
this for?
literally
Oh, you'll find out.
It's like a marigold glove that's just been like really shitty, like little patches of fur just glued on. We don't have the
Glue.
budget.
You think that's
you
glue?
get on with it.
They're stuck on with something else. That's what that is.
Yeah,
That's what you need to go get.
it was a clean glove originally. The rest, all that fur is just there by transfer. What about other endangered species? Do you think there's someone like someone really fucking brave who's wanking off rhinos?
If they are, then fair play to
Fair
them.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want like an armored suit for that one, don't you?
Yeah.
Literally just imagine like a knight, like just very delicate, like sneaking over and just I don't know how big it's going to be, but grasping hold of that.
Yeah.
If we talk about like endangered species, like speaking of bravery, trying to like wank off a tiger.
Yeah.
That might only be like a one-time job because you'd be fucking dead.
I mean, it depends how well you're doing it.
That is true. Yeah.
It's either going to be your best friend or you're his next meal. Well, you can bite your hand off and you ain't wanking anything off again.
You got it with the hand. But how are you going to hold the cup? With your mouth?
Yeah. I don't think you can just spit the sample into the pot.
Did you get it? One trick. There we go.
Oh, you've got a bit on your chin. Just wipe that off there.
I mean, just like a little bit of swab and then just.
All you need to do actually is just tape the cup to your eye, because it's always in the eye every time.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the level you have missed.
There you go, mate.
That's incredible.
So there we go.
Jesus Christ, just play the fucking intro.
Hello, and welcome to Pure Raw Souls, a comedy podcast where we talk about ridiculous news stories, crazy hypothetical situations, the annoyances of everyday life, and everything in between. Hi guys, my name is Tom, and I was part of a world record of the biggest group of people to perform air guitar.
I remember that. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, the download 2009.
My name is Connor, and I once had to clean up a dead bird in the middle of a wedding ceremony.
My name's Dan, and I think I'm the only child to have grown up in the 80s who's never seen the film E.T.
Even I've seen E.T. I was born in the 80s, 89, but...
I've still never seen E.T.
Oh, wow.
I don't think you're missing out on much, but...
I'm not. I don't think.
It's just one of them pop culture classic things that people assume that everyone's seen, haven't they?
Last week, if I remember correctly, Tom, we talked about a couple who got high on meth, and the lady decided to cut the dude's head off. If that's correct, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That was it, yeah. In his penis and put it in a bucket.
Yeah, So, fun idea for a Saturday night, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, I can only imagine what he's come up with this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's head into the news of Tom.
Here we go with another classic news story from the far reaches of the internet. This one comes courtesy of Vice, who seem to have quite a few of these incredible news stories. So shout out to Vice for helping us with our content. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it.
Here we go. Lube and condom company denied insurance because it sells lube and condoms.
What?
Fucking what?
Yeah.
Question mark?
So, this is brilliant. A small business in America known as Paradise Marketing, which is our equivalent to Love Honey here in the UK.
Right, okay.
Has sold condoms, lubes, and other pleasure products since 1978. So 44 years, or just shy of Dan's age. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, massive.
Had to throw that in there. Just
it's normally me who chucks in the old jokes, but you proper threw me off guard there. That was great.
I love it. Anyway, they found out last month, or February 2022, that it's losing its workers' compensation coverage because it sells adult products. An insurance company known as the Hartford, which are one of the largest insurance providers in the US, as well as being a Fortune 500 company. So they sent a letter to Paradise Marketing saying, quote, "The reason for non-renewal is we have learned that your operations include distribution of adult products. This presents a material change in the nature and extent of the risk beyond originally contemplated, and this is not acceptable exposure under the Hartford Small Commercial Business Segments Underwriting Guideline."
What?
So, how long have they been representing this company for?
I imagine a few years.
And they've only just realised they do.
Yeah, I got a quote from the founder, that I'll read out a bit later on, and he's pretty pissed about it.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, basically what that statement says to me is that underneath all that corporate bullshit, reading from a script, or when you see companies like news outlets reaching out for a quote and they're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah.
Yeah, copy and paste. Type deal.
So basically, is what I get from that is that the insurance company were happy to take the money from Paradise Marketing for however many years, but then someone in the Hartford flagged up what kind of company they actually are, as the Hartford employ just under 20,000 people. So they flagged it up probably to one of the big bosses, and they're like, hang on, no, we can't insure these guys. That means we might have to pay out because of the stuff they sell. And hence the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
What a bunch of
right.
Massive. But then that's the thing. That's the thing about insurance, though, isn't it? It's not actually about, oh, let's protect people. It's about how can we avoid paying out on this.
Yeah.
The whole part of the scheme is not paying out on your insurance.
That's it. For a company with revenues of 20 billion.
Nah, they've got to be good at that, haven't they?
Fuck.
You didn't tick a certain box when you filled in your form 7 years ago, therefore we're not paying out now you actually need it. But we allowed you to pay for 7 years.
Yeah, we took your money off you for however many years it was.
Yeah.
But now we finally found out what company you actually are. We're not going to insure you anymore.
Yeah. And we're not going to give you the money back that you've paid previously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Bunch of shits. A lot of them. Absolute bunch of shits.
100%. Yeah, I got a quote here from the company founder, a guy called Dennis Paradise. And he said in a statement, quote, "I'm not usually one to speak out, and this shouldn't surprise me after 44 years in the business, but I'm genuinely in disbelief that in the year 2022, people are still discriminatory towards sexual and reproductive health, self-care, and wellness. This is a workers' compensation policy. This is about if a box falls and hits an employee. They are not using the items in the warehouse during work hours, and do not see how the nature of the items put the workers in the warehouse at increased risk. This is clearly about discriminatory prejudice against sexual wellness items."
Yeah, there we go.
That makes, yeah.
All right, Dan.
Yo.
That's what's been going through your mind past week, past couple of weeks.
Well, many things as usual, but a couple of little things occur to me at the moment. Fun size snacks, the little chocolates.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is fun about that? Nothing.
Thank you.
It's fucking tiny. There's fucking nothing fun about it. Fun would be if it was bigger.
Yeah.
Not smaller. There's nothing fun about that. It's just small.
I completely agree with that. That is a
sad
100%.
size, not fun size.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
It's like tight ass size.
That's the fuck is this size?
Yeah. It's like, where's the rest of my fucking bar of chocolate size? Yeah. So that occurred to me. That's
a good point. That's a good point.
No, I guarantee a lot of people are gonna fucking agree with that. Like, who the fuck wants less chocolate?
Yeah. There's nothing fun about that. Miserable.
Fuck
no. Like, you get those 4 for £1, and they're not quite full size bars.
Yeah, but that's still that's okay.
That's all right though. I'm good with that. It's annoying that a slightly bigger one is 60p, but 4 fractionally smaller ones are £1. The problem is
25p each, yeah.
Yeah, well the problem is you go, well, because of my tight ass, I'll buy the 4, I'll only have 1, and I'll save the other 3. It's a false economy though, isn't it? Because you sit there and you trough all fucking 4 of them, don't you?
100%.
Yeah, you can't stop
one. No, because it's not quite a full bar, so I might as well have another. And you go, well, that was tasty. And then by the time you finish the 4th one, you feel slightly sick and a little bit ashamed of yourself, if I'm honest.
Yep.
Well, that's how they get you as well. You're looking at the full size one thinking, 60p, but for an extra 40p, I can get 4 slightly smaller ones.
Yeah. It's hard to know who's winning.
You spend more money.
Yeah.
And you're getting like more chocolate, but
who's winning?
More money, aren't you? Yeah.
Who's actually winning? Oh, yeah. Every time, they're always winning.
Regardless if you buy the full bar or the 4 smaller bars, Mars wins.
Fair play. Yeah. They do win.
Or Cadbury.
Yeah, or Cadbury. Other chocolate bars are probably available. We are neither sponsored nor endorsed by any of them.
But we're willing to talk.
We wish we were.
It's my wedding anniversary on Wednesday.
Yes.
Nice.
Don't look so concerned. But obviously, I'll be going out for dinner with my wife. And you know something? And you guys, particularly you, Tom, having worked in catering, there's that point, like you've been delivered your meal and you're there happily munching away, having a conversation with the person. You're like, num, 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 little drink, blah, blah, blah. And then they come up and they go, is everything okay?
Do you have a mouthful of food at this point?
Every fucking single time. Every single time.
I was the fucker for that by accident.
Always. Every time. It's like...
It's quite you think you got to go back and do your check backs. It's like, how is everything? You literally just taking a bite. It's just like, oh, you fucking...
Well, it was really nice because I was enjoying my food. I was having a lovely conversation. And now you have randomly walked up to me and asked me if everything's okay. Everything would be better if you built my food, left me alone, came back with my check and took my tip. That for me is the perfect intro. In fact, you know what? If I could sit at my table, order it on an app, it brought out by a little robot that I put some coins in, ding, 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 there's some money for the chef, ding, 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 there's some money for the robot, ding, ding, ding. Oh, I shouldn't call them robots. Ding, 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 there's some fucking money for everything else. And then it fucks off. And I literally never have to interact with a real person. That is, mate.
You need to move to Japan. I think that's a thing in Japan. And I think they generally have restaurants where you can sit and order on an app, and obviously the chef will prepare it, and then they'll have a robot bring it out to you, and all that kind of thing. It looks insane. Japan is just like fucking 100 years ahead of everyone.
That is perfect, really, isn't it?
We need to fucking discuss Dan giving a random waiter his tip. He said that. I was just like,
hey, if I'm in Japan, I will be wafting my tip all round.
But yeah, I agree.
They be fucking going around thinking that's a monster. Tipzilla.
You kind of think like, no news is good news. So if
that's true.
You haven't grabbed the attention of the front of house staff, you kind of should assume that everything is all right with the meal. Like they should assume got no problems. If there was a problem, then you'd grab the attention of someone and yeah.
And go, have you actually fucking cooked this, or have you just thrown it towards my plate?
Yeah, but the thing that annoys me, like you'll see this, and like when it's people who very rudely gets people attention by either pointing or clicking.
Yeah, that's not polite. That's not nice.
No,
I don't like that.
Don't ever people that click to get attention. Absolutely fucking not.
That you deserve. Your food.
You deserve a bad meal.
Yeah. Your food is getting spat on and dropped on the floor. 100%. 100%.
Problem is, people are dickheads sometimes, aren't they?
People are dickheads. Speaking of people, right? Speaking of people and dickheads, right? People who wear brightly coloured clothes to make up for their lack of personality. Or a fun tie, or
talking about people that wear like those tropical shirts as well, with the flamingos
on the regular, not people that do it. Yeah, not people that do it ironically or for a laugh because you're out with your mates. And there are certain events I've been to where they have like a tropical shirt day, usually like metal
The
things.
themed.
Yeah.
Or Bloodstock, they'll have that, and it's like, it's loads of metalheads who normally all dress from head to toe in black, wearing a tropical or brightly coloured shirt for shits and giggles.
That's fun.
Cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's good.
But people that think they are fun because they have an amusing tie or a fucking brightly coloured top, it's like, you clearly have no personality. And I've got one final thought to leave you with. You know the game Roulette? So the casino game.
Casino game.
Yeah, the spinny wheel and the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's just like bingo, but for people with ADHD?
just thinking about it, then it's like, wow. Yeah.
Oh shit, that really got me there. Fucking hell. I've never heard the comparison between roulette and bingo for people.
I've never thought about it like that.
Nope, there you go. So that's what it's like existing in my brain. Connor, so last week's episode, we got to go back in time. I went to Woodstock Festival. Tom went to watch the World Cup final. And where did you go again? I forgot.
I went to go see dinosaurs.
You did. That was it. And then you got eaten by a T-Rex.
But this week, we have, at the time we're recording this, I'd say we're in a bit of a financial crisis, so to speak. I mean, fuel prices at an all-time high, cost of living's going up. It's the case of, do I pay for heating or do I eat tomorrow? So it was a bit doom and gloom. So I kind of wanted to put, more on the brighter side. So I think we've all probably had this fantasy, like if you came into a large, significant amount of money, like if you won the Euro Millions, the lottery or something, just all the things you'd want to go out and just frivolously splash the cash on. So this week, for yourselves and for the listeners, my question is this. If you were to win the lottery, what are the first 5 things that you would buy or do with your money? 5 things. Can be anything, because you've got a shit ton of money and you couldn't give a fuck.
How much are we talking though? 2 mil,
I don't know
3,
what it's currently
5?
sitting at. Let's call it 50.
50 mil. So if we win the Euro Millions, because that's Euro Millions money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, call it euros. Yeah.
And if we won 50 mil.
Yeah. 50 million pound, and you can do whatever the hell you want.
First things
Within
first,
50
I wouldn't be going back to work.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not there.
That's definitely on my list too.
An email that's already saved as a draft getting sent to HR.
You know what? I think I just probably wouldn't turn up. I'd wait for them to call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And say like, oh yeah, forgot, not coming back.
It's been 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Shit got out of the way, sorry. Just don't tell them why, just say, yeah, I'm not coming back.
Oh yeah, no, obviously not going to tell them. God.
Screw that.
No.
Would you carry on work? Would you still have a job in some capacity?
I would, yeah.
It depends how much I won.
It would be charitable things, though. I would just
just do hobbies.
A couple of charity things that I want to set up, and that's what I would probably oversee those as like a company. So set up a company with the 3 charity things I want to do, which is like underprivileged kids football thing in Nottingham, where it's all free, all paid, all fully full physios, strength and conditioning, all that sort of thing. Proper kitted out for but for the proper shit poor kids, who struggling to afford football boots, that kind of thing. In Nottingham City and around the area. A huge farm that's a retirement home for cats. So, like when their owners die or what have you, or they can't be rehomed because they're aggressive or shy or what have you. And
like a massive cat.
Basically, but like with a huge area. Yeah, a huge area for them to live, like a vet on site as well, which can be used by the general public, but it's a specialist feline vet and all fully kitted out with that stuff. And then like a studio and practice rooms, record label for smaller bands in more niche areas like of extreme metal. That'd be what I'd do as a job, but that wouldn't be necessarily one of the first 5 things I'd do. But that would be the long-term plan, because that would take effort and a lot of me talking to a lot of people and building quite a few teams to start that. And I would be overseeing these teams, and each project would probably take, 18 months to get started.
Yeah.
And to get them into a point. And the idea would be to set them up so they're all profitable, so then they can run themselves without need. Not for me to make a profit, but for them to be profitable enough that they would pay for themselves. Basically.
So you've given it some thought then?
Yeah, well, when I'm at work and I'm stood there in a little box on my own.
Mine does one day.
As long as my mind isn't in that little box, my hands can be doing whatever they want.
That is
my brain can be elsewhere.
More noble than I was going to say.
The other, the first thing I'd do is I'd buy a nice house.
Yeah.
Nothing ridiculous. I'm not talking like multi-million-pound house with swimming pool and all that shit, because I don't need it. No. One with like a big double garage, so I can build my own gym, and then just like enough room for my family and an office. I've got quite small needs, really. I don't need much in the world. I'd just be happy waking up with not worrying about a bill. Just to know that's the thing, set up, all my bills are on direct debit. They're all paid every month and I never need to be worried about it. That is the dream. Basically,
No, yeah, that is
that's it. It's a simple dream, but it's my dream.
That's how a lot of people think and feel in a minute, I reckon, as well.
Yeah. Especially us.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely house would be one. Car. Again, nothing fancy. Something practical.
Yeah.
My mum has always wanted like a bed and breakfast, like along the coast, and I would look at getting something like that for her.
Nice.
That's good.
And I've always wanted to start my own cocktail lounge.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Was that the 80s computer game themed one?
Yeah, like the retro gaming.
Yeah.
Not so much retro, but just like gaming themed cocktail bar in general. And yeah, I already got the name and cocktail ideas and ideas for food and stuff like that.
Nice.
I've thought about it again.
Yeah.
You just in your little box at work, you just kind of think about these things. Like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's the only way to survive a job like ours is as long as your brain isn't there. Your body can be there, but your mind needs to be somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously I'd kit out. I'd have a separate room in my new house. It's kitted out with like all little sound proofing panels and get a proper setup and look at doing voiceover work, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. But again, just not having to worry about bills.
Paying for something.
Just paying for stuff, you know what I mean?
It's just the simple bills as well, isn't it? It's not that, I can't afford a holiday. It's my council tax is due. oh,
Yeah.
my car insurance is due. It's just knowing that all that stuff is just like, yeah, it's all taken care of.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't even need to think about it. Oh, new car insurance. Oh, just there we are. There, that's the bank with the money. That's the bank with the bill money in. It's always going to be taken care of.
No,
cool. So I can just fill in the form and leave it there. That's
Yeah, would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, you kind of.
That'd be everyone's end goal, wouldn't it? Again, very similar. I mean, like you guys keep saying, like we just, as long as your mind's better elsewhere, you're not just numbing away at work. But again, very similar. Probably finish up the house we're doing at the minute. It's like new doors, bathrooms, just painting. I want to get the loft on, which would be great. I would buy an absolute shit ton of airsoft stuff because I've been saying that for the last 18 months. Keep wanting to buy new shit, but I can't yet because I'm paying for house stuff. So literally just go, oh, cool, there's a thing. I'm having 3 of them. Probably, I said this to Neve the other day, like holiday home somewhere, which would be nice, either somewhere in Spain or maybe one back in Ireland. Probably
It's good. I think I'd love to get one in like Australia.
Yeah, that'd be sick, wouldn't it?
I'd love to move. I'd move to Australia. Fuck it. 50 million, I'll move to Australia.
Do you know Dom's been to Australia?
I did not.
No, I'm Poland.
I see.
I'm not sorry. That was a funny little dig. What was the other one? I'd probably try and write off any of my family's debts. So like parents, grandparents, my aunt, anyone who like, it's like, oh, have you got can you just help us? It's like, yeah, of course, absolutely. And I've always wanted helicopter lessons and a helicopter.
Nice.
And then it seems like obviously like really, well, a bit selfish, but at the same time, it's just like, I keep seeing them go around. It's just like, I would fucking love to be able to do that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually.
So that you just like get the lessons, which should be however much, and then get the actual helicopter itself. Nothing like crazy. I'm not saying like I'm just going to go up to the RF and just go. I would like one Chinook, please. One big fucking helicopter. Actually, saying that, if I could afford a Chinook, I'd get a Chinook. 100%, I'd get a Chinook. But as you don't know
what the going rate is on one of them, but you got 50 million. Maybe I should afford one.
I just
maybe
straight.
I bet you they're expensive.
Straight to Boeing, straight out of the factory.
Like a new car, you just have to wait for it to be built and delivered to your house.
Yeah, dude. I've flown in Chinooks. They're fucking awesome.
There's me thinking I'd be excessive getting the new version of my car that I've got now.
No.
Like a brand new Nissan Qashqai.
Big fucking helicopter. But again, I don't know how much it'd be to tax that or fuel it. I've not thought this through.
Oh, I'm suspecting they're probably quite expensive as well.
Okay, so I'll be more rational.
They're a few million.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I wonder how much it'd be to get the miniguns with it too. Not that much.
You're gonna fill it with fucking Nerf bullets.
Excuse me, I need to email someone 1 second. That would be fun though. Could you imagine that? I still
end up working. Optional extra.
Yeah, just like, do you want it arming? What the fuck do you think?
And when you're buying a car, like, oh yeah, these alloys are an optional extra. You go buy a helicopter. Yeah, these miniguns are an optional extra. Okay, put them on there. Wait for it.
Yeah, fuck it. Extra 2 mil.
Just get a giant water pistol on the front of it.
No, you've seen one of the ones where they're out in America putting out like forest fires. He just flies over and just dumps a load of water.
Yeah.
Do that, but not to fires, just to dickheads. Because imagine just like someone cuts you off in traffic. Just like, remember the plate, get to the chopper, fly over.
Good with paintballs. Pepper someone with paintballs.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine just driving along and next thing you know, you hear the helicopter coming off and then like Ride of the Valkyries, you know, that classic Vietnam helicopter song. And then it's just like, just bam. It'd be like the last, you know, the ending of Jackass 4 where they just come out and just start peppering with paintballs.
Yeah, I saw that. in the tanks.
Yeah, just elephant gun.
Have a storage that fucking holds like a million paintballs.
So
Fucking nice.
nothing too major, really. Just,
No,
just
just a little, yeah,
just
yeah.
necessities. That's all.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, can you imagine? Give us a lift. Yeah, sure thing. Get in a helicopter.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Legit. But yeah, just fun little things, really, isn't it? But the classic phrase, money can't buy happiness. It can buy you things that will make you happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they say it can't buy you happiness, but in fairness, I'm generally, this is going to come as a shock, I'm generally relatively happy. Most of my worries are about bills and slugs and zebra crossings. Waiters coming up and see, because if I was a millionaire, I could go in, I could order my food and go, there's an extra 50 quid after you've delivered my food.
Leave me alone
until I've finished. Then come and ask if it was all right.
Here's the thing, would you be one of those people who makes it obvious they've got money, or secret millionaire? It's just I've seen videos where just oh yeah, let's just put the truffles on there and all this extra stuff. When someone just comes in, just oh yeah, I'm good, just normal burger and fries is fine. But leave
I'd still be dressing pretty much the same.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you guys have seen my appearance. Do you think I could possibly look like a millionaire?
I think you could.
On a good day, I look like not a tramp.
Wizards.
Fair comment.
If I get dressed up nice, I look like maybe I have a home.
You are never going to lift down that cashier's thinking you're homeless, aren't you? Never.
So but yeah, I'm not like a foodie person particularly. So given the choice between Annie's Burger Shack or Jamie Oliver, I'm gonna go Annie's.
Yeah. I don't want that fancy shit. I just want a big ass burger.
I don't think Jamie Oliver's got any restaurants left.
Is he not?
I think they all closed down. The Gordon Ramsay restaurants, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Get to the Savoy down in London. That's a very swanky place.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to pay loads of money for half a plate of food and then have to get a burger on my way home.
Literally,
you're paying 50 quid for the ass part of the animal. It's oh yeah, here's goose liver. Can I just have the actual goose?
Imagine that'd be quite nice. Taster course menu, and it is just a one bite kind of thing. It's
I don't get it.
If I'm paying top dollar for something like that, I want them to come out with a cow's leg, perfectly cooked to my preference, and I go to fucking town.
I want to be able to pick my cow.
Oh yeah,
I want a farm out the back.
That one, you do with your lobster.
Yeah, that's it. That one. I don't want to see what happens. I'll have that one. That one looks good. I would like to try once if I ever really treat myself.
What, killing a cow?
Wagyu beef, Kobe beef, Wagyu. Proper expensive, real marble, real nice. Price fucking ridiculous money.
Yeah.
Let's try that, just a one-off.
There you go.
Right. Have you been to Wagamama?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's very nice there.
What the fuck is that about?
I like Wagamama.
Nice food, but they're oh yeah, just start eating. It's no, I've come with someone. Oh no, just start eating because their food might be out late. No.
It comes out when it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that. No.
You wait.
No, prick. Costs a lot of money, right? I've come out to eat with someone. If I'm on my own, cool, bring it and I'll eat it. If I'm eating with someone, I like to wait for someone. It's manners. You eat together. And also, I don't want to sit on a bench with a bunch of fucking strangers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is a weird part. Like, you just
don't like that. No.
very, very close proximity.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be part of their conversation. You know, I want to have my own private conversation. My favourite places, those ones with the little booths.
Love those.
Like when we went out, I mean, that was a very small booth, admittedly, for two very tall guys and one average height one.
I'll take average. That's fine. I was expecting the jab. I'm like, no, I'll take that. That's fine. That's okay. Prick.
Yeah, that was cozy, wasn't it? It was maybe a little too cozy, but you know, I'd rather that than, you know, being in the thoroughfare. I hate being in the thoroughfare. You know, when there's always someone walking behind you, and I'll just get through that. Just fucking. I get that you're going there, but just not. There's so many restaurants, you know, where the tables are so close together.
Kind of really awkward, that, isn't it? No, I'm not a fan.
No.
You know, like whenever you're out, and for some reason with me and Neve, we always get sat like by the door, and I don't know why. But you know, like when they sit us in like a really big area, like to ourselves, it's like, yes. It's like whenever we go Nando's, they'll stick us on like the corner bit. And it's like this massive like arch sofa. It's like, there's two of us. This couldn't be better. So that nicely wraps up this week's hypothetical questions. Yeah, nice, easy one, I'd like to say. So if you guys want to let us know what you'd like to do with 50 million quid, if you want to buy yourself a helicopter or, you know, buy a rival restaurant that got rival that Gordon Ramsay, let us know. Hit us up in the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Send us an email at purearseholes@gmail.com and we will let you know. And if you haven't already, please make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Is that the one, Dan?
Yep. So there's Apple Podcasts, where you can leave reviews. A couple of others, Podchaser as well. You can leave us a 5-star on there. They've been
5-star rating on Spotify as well.
5 stars everywhere, please.
Yeah, just 5 stars.
Every little helps.
Yeah, 5 shooting stars, 5-star fish, anything with a star in the number 5. We need them.
What the fuck are you on about? 5-star fish. Is that just like a starfish? Or is it 5-star fishes? Fishes?
Anything that gives us the best ratings possible.
Starfish.
Anything. 5-star fish.
5-star fish.
5 shooting stars. 5 stars.
Fishes.
Fishes, yeah. That was. I don't know why I forgot the word fishes.
Yeah. Dan forgot there's a plural for fish.
Fishy. Many fishy.
Many fi.
Fi.
Many fizz.
Fish with no eyes.
Fizz. What, 5 fish with no eyes? Fishes.
Yep, I think that's everything from us this week. So, as always, the only thing left to say is thank you and fuck off.
Fucking do one.
Fuck you.
Go on your bike, sunshine. Sling your hook.
On.
Go on.
Jog on. Bye, Felicias.
Bye.
Goodbye, all.
Bye. See you.